Hi, what's up everyone? My name is Kimberly and today I'm going to be doing the Booktube newbie tag because I'm joining Booktube. I really want to be a part of this community and I really want to talk about the books that I like and dislike. So hopefully this YouTube channel keeps me accountable to actually read because I haven't been doing a lot of that, but I've started to pick it back up again. So this is the motivation. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of reasons why I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I just didn't know about what, and it didn't feel right to just start a YouTube channel without like a certain focus because I'm like really bad at just like being consistent. So I needed something to focus on, and books seemed like a good fit for me because I like to read. I feel really good about like just starting because if I don't start, I'll never get around to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I'm here. Going back to what I said earlier about holding myself accountable, this year I was supposed to read 52 books. That did not happen. Unfortunately, I gave up like 3 books in at the start of the year because there was like really nothing forcing me to do it. And then sometime around September when I moved to the place that I'm in now, I just felt like this urge to just pick up that goal again and actually get around to doing it. And now I've read like about 8 books in September, and I think I'll be able to finish 52 books by the time December rolls around, but no promises. This YouTube channel will hopefully force me into actually following through on my goal, but we'll wait and see. So the second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? This is hard because I don't think I'm gonna bring anything new necessarily. I feel like everyone's done everything. I'm here to just enjoy myself, if that makes sense. I just want to chill, I'll be honest. But I do want to do like some series in the future that's kind of outside Booktube, a little bit related, but more on the like film or like shows, maybe reactions or commentary on shows and movies. If my MacBook Air can handle a 2-hour footage, but we'll see about that too. The only thing I can really say that I'll bring to the table is my personality and how my opinions are on books. I don't really like to sugarcoat anything that I feel about certain books. If I don't like it, I'm gonna say that I don't like it. And I don't particularly care if someone attacks me on my opinion. I mean, it's their opinion to attack mine. Like, I don't, like, it's fair game for anyone. But yeah, can I just be like the other girls?
Obviously, this doesn't include personal attacks or death threats. If I receive any of those from anyone, boo, you suck.
I'm not really keen on being a revolutionary to the Booktube community, but I'm just here for the party. So the next question is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm excited to be a part of the community. I'm excited to talk to more Booktube people, and I'm excited to talk about books that I've been having thoughts about for like months, years even, and like not having like the platform to share it because none of my friends really read for fun. But I understand that completely because sometimes I don't even read for fun. I'm excited to just have people share the same passion and love for reading and stories like me. But yeah, and like Booktube is such an international community, and I really want to talk to people outside of, I'm from the US, so I want to talk to people outside of the US and see how they feel about other books through their cultural perspective. So that's something I really look forward to. The next question is, why do you love reading? And I feel like I've been giving hints throughout this video that I actually do not like reading. I don't like reading. What I do like is stories, and unfortunately, to consume stories, You actually have to read? Anyone knew about that? Even though I love stories and I hate reading, I prefer to read books just because it's so much quicker for me to finish and get it over with than with movies and shows where I have to like stay invested for like a long time. I don't know if anything I said made sense, but I don't know, I'll cut it in the edit.
She did not cut it in the edit.
The next question is, what book or series got you into reading? I'm very excited to talk about this because I've always read a lot since I was a kid. Probably more than I should have, honestly, because I did not go outside a lot to play. And now I'm not athletic at all. There are a few books that stand out as a reason why I read so frequently now. And that is the love of my life, the book of my dreams when I was in 5th grade, Stargirl. That bitch made me annoying. She is the reason why I had the worst personality growing up from elementary to middle school. Oh my god, I was insufferable because I wanted to be like Stargirl, who was so different, so bad. And like, it really wasn't gonna work. I am not a Stargirl kind of girl. Now that I think about it, Stargirl is a reason for all of my life's problems. No, but seriously, that had a really big impact on me in 5th grade for some odd reason. But I guess a series that really made me into like a super huge reader was this really low-key like book series. I don't think a lot of people have read it. It's called Harry Potter. Yeah, like really low-key. I don't even know who the author is, truth be told. Harry Potter's the reason why I like to read books quickly and just like get over them like boom, boom, pow. Because what happened was in 4th grade, my friend was reading Harry Potter and I wanted to see if I can beat her in finishing the whole series. Spoiler alert, I didn't. So that like one-sided competition really forced me into reading quickly and reading stories in general. Like I just love the Harry Potter world and the characters. So that was one of the main reasons why I started to get into reading. But the series that made me love books, that like made me really enjoy books, was the Kane Chronicles by Rick Riordan. I found that book series in middle school and it literally changed my life. I don't want to be dramatic, but like in middle school, that was like everything. Like I wasn't really into the Percy Jackson series. Like I read everything, but I was just not really into Percy's story. But then the Kane Chronicles, Sadie and her brother, I think it was Carter, I'm sorry.
It was, in fact, Carter. I am never wrong.
But anyways, like Sadie was such a queen. She was the reason why I was annoying in middle school. So like, protagonist YA girls, y'all are to blame for what's come of me now. The next question is, what questions would you ask to your favorite booktubers? Are you looking for any new friends? I would love to be friends with anyone on Booktube. I think I'm pretty cool. And I think you're probably pretty cool too. Let's talk about books. Next question is, what challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Okay, so my initial fear going into Booktube was that my videos are going to be viewed by a lot of people, and then I realized that was a very, very bold thing to assume, because I bet this video will get like 2 to 3 views, and I was already worried about like, what if my friends find me and then it's all embarrassing and oh my god. But then like, girl, you're not gonna get views. And like, so now my new fear is that I don't even get any views. So I don't know. I'm like in this middle ground of like, I'm a nervous wreck if people found out I have a YouTube channel. And then the other one where it's like, no one's gonna know I have a YouTube channel because I'm such a nervous wreck. But I'll get through it. Hopefully. So, when did you start reading? don't know, like pre-K. Oh, like I guess it's asking, when did you start reading frequently? I really found books that I actually loved through forced reading. Like Catcher in the Rye was pretty good when I read it for school, but like yeah, without school to force me to read, I don't really do it. So that's why this past year it's been so difficult for me to like even pick up a book. But now that I'm actually using something else to force me to read, like YouTube, I think I'm gonna do well. I think I'm gonna actually finish the 52 book challenge. The next question is, where do you read? I usually read in my bed. And sometimes I put on an audiobook when I'm doing stuff. I so badly want to be the bitch on campus that like just has a book bag and reading a book under one of the quad trees and a picnic blanket, and her friends are like all trying to get her attention, but she's reading. She's so well read, but I'm not her. I am not her. My posture is just definitely not good enough to read in public. Like, I'll be hunched over reading books. So I don't want people to know that. I don't want complete strangers to see me in such a vulnerable state. So no reading outside for me, but I'll work on it. So the last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? And I'm really excited to answer this question. I like mystery, thriller, crime, whodunit type books. I really like being a part of the story by trying to guess who like a murderer is, or like the criminal. I really started liking Agatha Christie in high school because of friends that recommended her work.
Just as a disclaimer though, she does have racist tendencies in her language because she's a white woman from the 1900s. Yeah, kind of expected, but just go into her work knowing that you'll probably hear some very offensive things.
And now I'm like obsessed with like those kinds of, oh, you have to figure out who did what, and it's like so addicting, you know. It's also really gratifying when you figure out who the murderer is before the ending. Like, call me fucking Sherlock Holmes, I just cracked this case. I also, like, not a genre, but I also love books that just make me cry. Books that make me bawl. If I'm in an emotionally stable set of mind, sad, angsty books are like my go-to, just because they're like the only books that really make you feel something, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really hit you. I like fantasy too, but only if the world building is good. If not, I'm not really into it that much. And I especially love historical fiction. I love things that take place in the past, or even take place through generations. I think that's like my favorite kind of storyline. That's the last question in the Booktube newbie tag. But yeah, I hope you're as excited for me to start a channel, even though you don't know who I am, as I am excited. Okay, so that's the end of the Booktube newbie tag. I hope you enjoyed watching me get too passionate about some of the questions that I had to answer. This video could have been like 4 minutes long, and I decided for it to be however long this is. Sometime next week, I'm going to be releasing my September wrap-up, which includes books such as Six of Crows, Pride and Prejudice. They both die at the end, you know, major books that I read this month. So stay tuned if you want to hear my opinions on them. Okay, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and all that jazz. Bye!